This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name's Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life. Hey, what about you? How you doing? Welcome to the 8th episode in our increasingly deep dive into the world of self-esteem. So what I've decided to do with this, I'm going to just do a couple more episodes on this subject. Actually, 3 more. I'm going to take it up to a total of 10. And specifically, the next couple of episodes are going to be about the ways in which we all inadvertently undermine our own self-esteem. And then the final episode in this series is going to be about healthy habits that will help boost your self-esteem every day. So I'm going to be sending you off with something positive. That's the plan, okay? Then after that, I'm going to take a few weeks off, making new episodes, and then I'll be back with something. Honestly, haven't decided what that something's going to be. So if there is a subject that you'd like to hear about in the kind of well-being, changing your life kind of feel, you know, that kind of stuff that we coaches tend to look at, kind of stuff you hear me talk about, just let me know. Get in touch, and I tell you what, do not be shy at all about getting in touch, because I would really be happy to hear from you. I love it every time somebody gets in touch. You can see in the show notes how you can do that, so just let me know your thoughts about what you want to hear about next. But back to today. So I want to look at a very common way in which we can undermine our own self-esteem. A way that we can make ourselves feel a bit crap without even realising that we're doing it. See if this rings any bells for you. It is over-apologising. So automatically jumping in to say sorry for things that probably weren't even your fault in the first place. So if you bump into a piece of furniture and your first instinct is to apologise to the table or chair or whatever you knocked into, I do think I've done that on occasion, actually. But that's the kind of thing, that's a sign of being an over-apologiser. And obviously, it is good to say sorry when you need to, when it's warranted, and when you really, really mean it. But what's not so good is to automatically jump into saying sorry without really considering whether it's warranted or not. You know, this is something that can both spring from and reinforce low self-esteem. If you're basically apologising for existing, apologising for taking up space in the world, you can see that that's just not a good message to give yourself. And there's been some interesting studies around this by psychologists. They found that women tend to apologise more than men. The thinking being here that given that we live in a patriarchal society, as a woman, you're just more likely to doubt yourself and to see yourself of lesser value than all them guys who are running the show. Other psychologists have also noted a link between over-apologising and some kind of history of trauma. Because if you've grown up needing to keep the peace, you can see that that kind of behaviour pattern could easily follow you into adulthood. But it's not going to be a good thing to bring with you in adulthood. So this week, I just want you to be aware of what is your apology style. Next few times you say sorry, just consider it afterwards and ask yourself, what was that really about? Was I really sorry there? Did I actually need to apologise, or was it that the word just jumped out of my mouth? You know, like a wee sweetie that's gone loose. And if you feel that over-apologising is something that you have a tendency to do and you want to stop, you want to change, think then about what it is that you want to do instead. Because it's virtually impossible to just stop doing something if you haven't identified where you're going with that. Because once you identify what it is that you want to do instead, then you've got something more tangible to aim for, and then it becomes much easier to change. So maybe think about what you could be saying instead of sorry. Could it be, well, thanks for letting me know about that, or that's a good point you made there, or just thank you. Thank you is actually a really good one to go for, because with that kind of shift in language, what you're doing is you're acknowledging the other person, but you're not also diminishing yourself. You're not giving your power away. You're practicing empathy, which is far more powerful and meaningful than empty sympathy will ever be. So I'll leave you with that. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to get in touch.